Hi, thanks for joining me for this Vinyasa flow practice today. Hey, before we start, take a moment to subscribe and also drop me a comment. Let me know about your yoga practice and any suggestions or any requests that you have. That would be amazing. So grab your mat and I'll see you there. So we're going to start today's practice in a wide-legged Prasarita Padottanasana. It's a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet are going to be very wide apart, about one of your leg widths distance apart. And then you really press through the outer edges of the feet so that your ankles aren't sickling in. And then go ahead and fold your torso down in between the thighs and let your head go. Let your head shake out. Let the back of the head spill down. And then point your elbows toward the back lengthwise side of your mat and let the back of the head spill. Lift the inner arches of the feet and wag your tail gently. Breathing there. And then start to look at your right foot. We're going to walk our hands toward the right foot. Turn the right toes to point straight ahead. Swing the left heel over the toes and touch your left knee down. Take the top of your left foot flat. Walk your hands onto your right thigh. If it feels available, sweep your arms right up. So we're finding crescent lunge. Now we're pretty early. We didn't do a ton of warming up, so just take it easy. Reaching through the fingertips, finding any amount of back bend. Inhale, spread your right toes, look up. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Now tuck your left toes, lift your left thigh, spin your left heel down and cartwheel on up into warrior two, sinking through the hips, gazing over the right fingertips. So we're feeling the four corners of both feet connect. Right palm up, inhale, reverse warrior, left hand to left thigh, right arm sweeps up and over. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm to thigh bone, palm facing up. Left arm sweeps up alongside the ear. Keep a tether, an imaginary tether from the bottom of the chin to the sternum as you drag your right forearm into the top of the thigh and look gently up toward the sky. Good. Then press through both feet, come back up into warrior two. Straighten your right leg all the way. Turn your right toes in, your right heel out. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, swan dive down again into a wide-legged fold. Let the crown of head hang. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold. So vinyasa, moving the body with the breath. Inhale, wave up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, wave up, lengthen. Look at your left foot. Walk your hands towards your left foot. Turn your left toes to point straight ahead. Swing your right heel over the toes. Touch your right knee down. Take the top of your right foot flat. Pressing through the top of your right foot. Sweep your arms up into crescent lunge on Jainasana. So we feel the top of that right foot connect. The right inner thigh lifts into the body on the inhale, looking up. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your right thigh, spin that right heel down and cartwheel the right arm up into warrior two, dropping that left knee down over the heel, lifting the side waists and looking over the left fingertips. Pressing through the feet, left palm up, reverse warrior, right hand to right thigh, left arm sweeps up and over. Squeezing that left bicep in toward the midline. Inhale, left side waist. Exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm to thigh bone, palm facing up. Sweep that right arm right up alongside the ear. Feel that right shoulder blade plug right in onto the back. Keep drawing your lower ribs in. Good. Then come back through warrior two. Straighten that left leg all the way. Left toes in, left heel out. Then turn your right toes toward the front of your mat. Bend your right knee and take a big step right into Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulder blades drawing on the back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Press. Exhale, swan dive fold. Crown of head hangs last of all. Belly to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back into plank. In plank, shoulders over palms, hug your elbows in, lower down, chaturanga, come onto your belly. Take your feet flat, a little cobra pose on the inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. In downward dog, spread your fingers really wide, pressing through all the knuckles. Opening your knees slightly so they don't knock in, and spiraling your inner thighs up toward the sky. Now lift your heels on the inhale, wave into a plank. Bring your knees down on your exhale, press back into child's pose. Hips to heels. From child's pose, press through the tops of the feet. Look forward between the thumbs and snake your body forward and come all the way down onto the belly. Make your way all the way down. Reach your arms around. Thumbs down, root through the pelvis. Inhale, everything else lifts up. Shalabhasana. Spread your fingers and toes toward the back wall. As you lengthen, look ahead. Spread your chest on the inhale, belly expands. Exhale, palms under elbows, tuck your toes. Press up into tabletop. Walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, pressing through the palms. Gently sit behind your heels. Uncross. Bring your feet on the ground. Flex your feet. Zip your big toes to touch. Start to slide your heels out straight. Now lean forward and drag one sitting bone at a time back. You can even lift the flesh of your gluteals up so you feel more connected down through the sitting bones. Now slide your right heel toward the sitting bone, and we're going to drag that right sitting bone back and turn. Wrap your left arm around the outer right thigh. Take your right fingers behind you and take this seated spinal twist. Marichasana C. Left toes pointing up. Left thigh dropping down. And we inhale to expand the belly. And we exhale, come back around and take your fingertips behind you. Open your right knee and then slide your right outer foot away. Flex your feet. Walk your hands towards your lower back. Bring your left heel in. We're going to wrap that right arm around. Left fingertips behind. Look over your left shoulder. Sit up really tall through the crown of the head. You can make a little fist with your right hand. Inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, we're going to come back around, fingertips behind. Open that left knee and slide that left leg out. Take your heels open into about alignment with the outside edges of your mat, and then reach forward for the toes. Spread your chest and gradually move into an Upavista Konasana. That doesn't have to be a huge V. Whatever amount you're able to separate the heels and melt and fold. Tuck your chin toward the chest. Pause for a couple breaths. Letting the exhale move you a little more into the fold without force. And then we're dropping the tail. We're going to come on up. Scoot yourself toward the front of your mat. And then take your feet on the ground and hands behind the thighs. We'll just come right down onto the back and hug your knees in. And open your arms out into a cactus. Cross your left heel on top of your right, left ankle on top of the right, and then let the knees start to drape over to the right for a gentle supine twist. Your gaze can stay neutral, or you can look to the left if your neck feels okay. Feel that left shoulder blade right underneath the back rib, underneath your heart. Exhale draws the belly in toward the spine as you rest and relax your knees and ankles over and down for this reclined spinal twist. Then draw the knees back to center. You can bring your feet on the floor and recenter the pelvis so there's a nice line from crown to tail. Now cross your right ankle on top of your left. Bring the knees toward your body and then over to the left, whatever amount. And then neutral gaze or look to the right. Inhale, the belly expands with the space of your breath. Exhale, hollowing out the belly toward the spine, softening the organs. And then draw the knees back into center. Bring your feet on the floor. Recenter the pelvis. Rest your hands on your belly. Hug both knees in toward your body. Give a hug. Extend your feet up toward the ceiling. Rotate your toes around for a gentle inversion. The hands can rest on your outer thighs or on your belly. And gazing up at your feet, slowly start to bend your knees, using the core to keep your lower back curve connected to the floor. And then bring the feet down onto the ground. And we'll slide the legs out and take a brief final Shavasana meditation. Let your palms face up. Let the whole body open and dissolve. Separate your heels a little more. Bring the arms a little more away from the body. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath the back, so the collarbones are really broad. Now let the floor support you, relaxing and dissolving tension in the muscle, the ligaments, the bones. The joints are free and open. The mind is soft and settled. Invite compassion for wherever you're at today, for all that is right now. Imagine every inhale bringing in a connection to your intention, a connection to gratitude or whatever you want to cultivate. And when you exhale, you're releasing out anything you want to release away for now. Gently wiggling fingers and toes, eventually floating the arms overhead, taking a resetting stretch. Big full inhale into the belly. And then exhale, you very gently draw the knees in for a hug. And then roll yourself over to either side and very gently press up to sit. Here we are again in an upright seat, sitting tall. Great job practicing today. Hands to heart center. And I wish you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for practicing. Please subscribe. And again, drop me a comment. Let me know a little bit about yourself. I'd appreciate it. See you next time. Keep it up. Bye-bye.